Obey. Attention, this content is intended for those ages 13 and up. If you're under 13 years old, please leave and come back when you're older. Hello everybody, TK here, and welcome to my unboxing review of the NECA 8-inch retro cloth They Live 2-pack. This is a very, very exciting set. I absolutely love They Live. It is one of my favorite sci-fi horror movies of all time. I'm sure that is the case for a lot of people. I've been really, really stoked that NECA is finally making some They Live figures. It's a movie I never thought I would ever have figures of, so I am really stoked to have this. And yeah, this is a super, super exciting set, and let's just get into it. I can't wait any longer. So let's start off by taking a look at the packaging, and I really, really, really like this box. Let me just stay right at the front. So, right at the front here, we have They Live Alien 2-pack. We have warning, choking hazard, ages 17 and up. Right, and we have all of the things you get in this set. You have both of the aliens, which are just generic aliens. They don't look to be any specific alien from the movie. I'll go a little bit more into that when we actually unbox them. But we do have the accessories right there, which looks super cool. And then on this side, you have They Live. You have a nice picture of the male alien right there, and then you have Rhodey Piper with the glasses and the alien in the shade right there. They live, we sleep, and we have a ton of little obligatory product shots here of the figures. And if we bring in right here, you can see a nice little bio right there. If you would like to read that, go ahead, pause it, and read it on them. If you get my gross thumb out of the way, there we go. How's that? All right. And then on the other side, well, you have the female alien right there. We have NECA, They Live, and once again that same awesome poster art of They Live right there. If they do an ultimate version of this, we definitely need to get that on the front of the box. So before we unbox this, I do want to do a quick box comparison. So I just want to show real quick what this box looks like next to the Night of the Demons 2-pack from Scream Factory, because I think these are kind of similar products because they're both 8-inch retro cloth 2-packs. So I just want to show this comparison real quick. And as you can see, they're basically the same size. However, this one does have the hook, which is kind of annoying. I don't really know why they added the hook on the They Live 2-pack, but I think these actually do look pretty great next to each other. So I'll probably be putting them like this side by side when I put them on display because I think they look really cool. Okay, so when you get them out of the packaging, there is a tie at the leg portion and a tie at the body portion as well, but we're not gonna risk cutting the outfit, obviously, so we're just gonna pull it up here, and then I should just be able to cut it out, and there you go. So there's just 2 twist ties holding them in, and then you can pull the figure right out, hopefully. Come on. Doesn't want to come out. Is there another one? There might be another one. Oh, looks like there is one more around the head, actually. So there is one more twist tie around the head, which is kind of annoying, but let me get that off camera. Okay, so yeah, you just cut that one, and then you should be able to pull out the figure right there, and then you just do the same thing for the other side. Okay, so the male alien doesn't actually have the twist tie around the neck. Well, this is going to be an interesting review. All right, I'm not just going to jump right into... We're not just going to jump right into the things I have definitely got to talk about with this set. We'll start off by taking a quick look at each of the figures individually. So here is the male alien. I will spoil right off the bat, the male alien is the better figure in this pack. This is just definitely the better figure. Don't worry, we will go in depth in that. The female figure has got a lot of issues. This one's pretty much good though. I don't really think there's much to really dislike about this one. His clothes do fit pretty loose. It's not like the Dr. Decker where they actually had a pretty tight fit, which was nice. But this one, I don't know. The clothes do feel kind of loose. Like once again, they are kind of baggy. There is quite a bit of like dead space between the clothes, as you can see here. Like let's bring out a foot here. Look at that. That is all dead space. The leg only takes up that much of the clothes. So yeah, they don't fit the body all that well, but that is kind of part of the retro cloth line, although they didn't do it with every figure. So I don't really know, what determines what figures they do that with or without. But let's take a look at the head sculpt, because the head sculpt is definitely the best part. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely phenomenal. It looks dead on like the alien from They Live. That is so absolutely awesome. You have the hair. This is definitely the highlight of this set. I mean, just look at that head sculpt. That is fantastic. And you have the weird like skull, like jaw detail going on with the jaw right there, and the glistening eyes, which was definitely a very prominent part of the design of the aliens. Really awesome design. Well done, John Carpenter. This is just an absolutely creepy ass design for an alien or a monster or whatever. It's just a really, really, really awesome head sculpt. But the rest of the body, the tuxedo is overall very nice. Like I said, it is baggy, but it is still very nice. Yeah, I do like it, and he does have the little thing in his pocket right there, which looks pretty cool right there. Nice little fancy thing right there, and then the gold tie, which is awesome. Like I said before, guys, I don't believe these are representing any specific alien from the movie. I think these are just supposed to be two generic aliens. These don't look to be, they're not like any specific alien from the movie. These are just kind of two, like, generic aliens. But yeah, that is the male alien, and once again, also the hands right here. You can see the hands, and also, ooh, he does actually have the watch. Well, actually, he doesn't actually have the gold watch that the aliens wear in the movie to, like, communicate and teleport away. He doesn't actually have the gold watch. He just has a little black band. But I will tell you, the female figure does have the gold watch, so that is nice. But yeah, there is that's on that side, and then he also does have the skin on the hands as well, which also does look really good, and it's really nicely painted right there. So there is by far the best part of this set, the male alien. The male alien is overall a win. Now let's talk about the female alien. Okay, all right. Here is the female alien, and the female alien has got a lot of issues. Let's jump right into it. But the head sculpt is certainly not one of them. The head sculpt is phenomenal. Look at that head sculpt. That is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love the head sculpt on this. It is so perfect. I love how, like, the earrings are, like, flared out here, and they're actually sculpted to the hair. They're not actually, like, a separate piece, but they look absolutely fantastic. I think NECA killed it with the head sculpt on the female alien right here. It's too bad. We'll save it a little bit longer. We'll let it be like a nice little unveil. But yeah, the head sculpt is definitely not the drawback on this figure. It looks fantastic, and I like the little pearl necklace around there too. It is a separate piece, so you can shift it around a little bit. I'm sure you could pop the head off and take it off entirely if you wanted to. But why would you want to do that? That's not something I want to do at all. And moving on to the dress. Okay, so the dress is overall nicely done. However, it's too tight to the body because the legs really you can't really stretch the legs out, like, almost at all. And let's just address the elephant in the room. This figure literally cannot stand up on its own. Do you know why it can't stand up on its own? Do you know why? Because the way these feet are designed, they are high heels, and the back is super, super flimsy plastic that just warps and goes all over the place, and it simply cannot stand this figure up without help. It doesn't. God. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Whoa, there's a peg hole. Holy shit. Do you see that? You guys, okay, look, there are no peg holes on any other retro cloth 8-inch figure. I guess NECA knew this thing was going to be impossible to stand up, so they added a peg hole. That's actually pretty awesome. Let me grab a stand real quick. Okay, so I got a stand here, and let's plug her in. Well. I guess NECA did kind of think about that. I do want to make very clear that this is not something that's always on the 8-inch retro cloth figures. In fact, she still doesn't really. Okay, there we go. Finally got her to stand up. But let me bring in a couple more. All right, well, I definitely got some things to say. First off, 2 more retro cloth figures. No peg holes on the bottom of their feet, as you can see there. These ones stand up fine, though, which is nice. However, here's the Stooge figure from the Night of the Demons 2-pack, and wouldn't you know? Interesting! I did not notice this when I reviewed this 2-pack, but yes, the Stooge figure does have peg holes. I don't know if NECA has decided to start putting peg holes on the retro cloth figures, because this one doesn't have it. Maybe it's a new body. That's perhaps the case. Let me look at the Suzanne figure. Alright, so the Suzanne figure does have peg holes as well. That's actually really awesome because this figure doesn't stand up either, so that's really nice to know. I guess I have to thank the They Live 2-pack for for opening my eyes to the fact that that there's actually some peg holes on some of these retro cloth figures, so that's nice. However, I'm still not very pleased with the design of this figure because she literally cannot stand up on its own. With enough perseverance, you can get the Suzanne figure to stand up on its own, and the Stooge figure has no problem with standing up on its own. This figure cannot stand up without a stand. It is impossible. It is absolutely impossible. But that's not even where the negatives end. We'll go ahead and set this aside for now. We'll move on to the next thing because you guys think I'm probably being too hard on this, right? Right out of the box. right out of the box. I barely even messed with this thing. I pulled it out of the box, moved a couple joints around, trying to get it to stand up, and the arm broke off. Yeah. Now, luckily for me, this is kind of a break that can actually kind of just be hidden, because you can just clip it back in and then move the sleeve over, and no one will be the wiser. But obviously, I wish it hadn't happened. Like, that sucks. I mean, this is a pretty expensive 2-pack, so the fact that it broke right out of the box, I'm definitely not going to just overshadow that and forget all about that, because that is definitely something. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay, man. So yeah, I think that's just about everything to go over. Overall, I'm not really a big fan of the female figure. She cannot stand up at all. The legs can barely even move out because of how tight the torso is here. This dress is too tight, and there's no way to loosen it up in the back. There's no Velcro, so you can't loosen it up. So her legs are permanently stuck like this. You cannot get her legs stretched out because they just go right back into this tiny little stable, into this tiny little, this straight position. And also, this leg seems to be longer than the other one, so just add insult to injury right there. So yeah, this figure is not too great. But let's move on to the accessories on a more positive note. Alright, so the first accessory you get, I love the accessories. I'm just gonna say right now, I love the accessories. I freaking love the accessories. So first thing you get is you get one of the books. You see Roddy Piper pick up a book when he puts on the glasses for the first time, and he starts flipping through a book, and this is pretty much what it says. You know, stay asleep, watch TV, no imagination, obey. Yes, that is absolutely amazing. This is an awesome accessory. I love this. I don't know if you can actually, like, display the figures with it, because that would be really cool. Can you, like, yeah, awesome. There you go. You can put them you can put the book in their hand or something. That's awesome. I will definitely be displaying this one with that book, because that's really cool. But you also get a bigger version right here, and you get buy, and then you open it up, and you get submit, marry, and reproduce, and no ideas. Oh man, no consume. You don't have consume Prilosec. Consume Prilosec. Shout out to anybody in the comments who gets that reference. But yeah, that is absolutely awesome. I do really like this, and I'm sure you could probably once again get some sick displays going on with these books and stuff. I'm sure you could maybe even get them like open. Let me try something real quick. Oh my god, why? Ugh. Oh, I did kind of forget to talk about the watch on this one. Like I said, the female does have the watch, so that's cool. So I literally cannot bend the arm on this figure because the outfit is too heavy, and it just pulls the arm off. So I can't bend the arm on this one. Okay, this is gonna be a rocky final verdict. Alright, anyway, let's move on to the final accessory, which is so awesome. This is the TV, and I can tell you right now, this is the same TV. This is the same TV that was used for the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 accessory pack for the TV Freddy, the Primetime Freddy. I'm not complaining about that. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, it makes total sense. You know, reuse the molds where you can to save manufacturing costs, but still, I do want to point out that this is the exact same mold. It does have the part on the back where you can stick it into a pin, which doesn't really work that well, honestly. I have to be honest with you. It doesn't really stick to a tack all that well because it can't slide through the slot here. So what I end up doing when it comes to this, like with my Primetime Freddy, I stuck it to the wall with double-sided sticky tape, and that worked really, really well. So if you want to mount this on the wall, I would recommend double-sided sticky tape. But yeah, really awesome accessory. I'm personally just gonna have it like up, just sitting up. And I'm also honestly, I'm kind of tempted to rip the sticker off of here and then put this on my saw shelf, because that would be pretty cool as well. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm probably just gonna put this with the They Live figures. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit tempted to rip the sticker off this and stick it on my saw shelf. But yeah, really, really cool. And once again, getting in here close on the TV, because it's definitely a big thing. You get the sleep right there. You do have the VHS player right there. Looks like the knobs or the inputs or something like that. Nice little scratched up thing right there. The speakers, and then the dials over here. Really cool. Yeah, really awesome. Made in China. Very, very awesome. Love this accessory. Alright, now for articulation, we're just gonna save myself the hassle and look at the male alien and not do the female alien just for the sake of my sanity. So so the head can go up that far, which is not that much. The hair kind of hinders it. A little bit of down right there. Let's bring in a little bit here so you can see a little better. Full 360, of course. It is on a ball joint. It looks like there's a dumbbell joint, so there's a ball joint in the neck, a bar, and then a ball on top of it where the head sits. So that's very nice. You can get a nice amount of movement there. You can do a full 360 at the arm, but the cloth outfit is going to get in the way of that, so do be careful with that. You don't want to rip your outfit. The arms can bend a little bit less than 90. Actually, this one can get about 90, so that's pretty nice right there. And then the hands can turn, it can swivel, and then they do hinge up, and they do hinge down right there, so that's very, very nice. There's no joint in the torso, as usual with the retro cloth figures. The legs can go forward that far, which is pretty good. Back, only that far. Once again, be careful with the outfit. You don't want to rip the outfit. And then the knees can do way less than 90. Wow, that is not a very good bend. Not going to complain about that too much. Not really a big deal. The retro cloth figures can't actually really can't stand unless you're standing them kind of like just kind of straight up like this. But you know, worth pointing out, I guess. And then the feet do have that same retro cloth joint that I don't care for too much. That are just the hinges at the feet, so they can go up and they can go down right there, and they don't have any swivel. Okay, so just taking a very brief look at the female alien. Like I said, there's like no articulation in the legs here. They might as well sculpted this complete plastic, because you just cannot move the legs at all, because they just go right back to this. Oh, I guess, no, fuck you. But yeah, like you seriously, you cannot bring the legs like out at all, because they just go right back in, because this is too tight. This figure is just not very well executed, man. So yeah, I don't know, man. There's a ball joint at the head. You can go a little bit of up, a little bit of down. Once again, the 360 at the arms, but be careful about the cloth outfit. You don't want to rip the cloth outfit. Oh my god, is this one gonna break too? Is this one gonna break too? Okay, arms can bend up that far right there, bend down. Hands can hinge in, can hinge out, and can swivel. And you already know the legs can basically not move at all. So now for comparison, let's start off with the retro cloth comparisons. Here he is. Here they are with the Night of the Demons 2-pack. So we have Suzanne and we have Stooge over here. Nice to know that Suzanne can have the stand now, so maybe I can actually stand her up a little bit easier. But there they are with the Night of the Demons 2-pack. Oh, okay. All right. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, this figure is a disaster. Oh, my goodness gracious. I guess they can't all be great, right, guys? They gotta have some that just don't hold up. All right, here they are with the Ghostface and the Nightbreed Dr. Tecker right there. And here they are with the 8-inch retro cloth Valak right there. Alright, now for some Ultimate comparisons. Here they are with the Ultimate Part 4 Jason Voorhees. Oh my god, just knock her over. Just do it, buddy, just do it. She's not gonna stand up anyway. And here he is with the Freddy vs. Jason Voorhees. You think she's gonna make it through the rest of these comparisons without falling over? I don't know. I don't know, guys. Place your bets. Place your bets. Alright, here they are with the Ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween 2 and the Part 3 Ultimate Freddy Krueger. There we go, bit better. And here they are with the 1978 Michael Myers, because of course, both of these movies were directed by John Carpenter. Of course, this is my custom 1978 Michael Myers right there. Alright, who had less than like 15 seconds, alright. Oh my god. Let's just get through these comparisons. Alright, here they are with the Ultimate Leatherface and the Hellraiser Series 1 Pinhead. Just until we get the Ultimate Pinhead. Lighting is a bit weird on this review, ain't it? Here they are with the Ultimate 1990 version 2 Pennywise and the Ultimate Ash. Up, she's starting. She's starting. Who had anybody betting still? Anybody betting still? Come on. Come on. NECA. Ooh, you guys are better than this. And lastly, here they are with the Ultimate Crooked Man from The Conjuring 2 and the Ultimate Sam from Trick or Treat right there. So there's a ton of different horror icons. You can see how they scale with a bunch of different horror characters. Just like that. Alright, it's time for the showcase. Good God, please. God, give me... Jesus, give me strength. Oh my god! Oh, I had it set up too. Oh my god! Please just stand up. Oh my god, just break it and just stick it. Jesus Christ. It ain't gonna wake. It ain't gonna wake. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh my god. Oh my god, he can do it. By the way, I'm recording this on purpose, by the way. Just so you can see how frustrating this fucking figure is. Okay, let me preface the final verdict of this review by saying I was absolutely stoked for this set when NECA unveiled it. I was so pumped to get They Live figures. This is one of my favorite John Carpenter movies, and I am severely disappointed with this set. I am so disappointed with this. Now, let me begin. Let's talk about each of the figures individually here. So, the male figure, I love. I think the male figure is awesome. The male figure is going front and center in my random horror display. I love him. He's fantastic. The female figure is probably one of the worst NECA figures I have ever reviewed. This figure has so many problems, and I'm not even talking about the fact that mine broke right out of the packaging. I'm talking about the fact that it basically can't stand up. Even with a stand, you guys saw, even with the stand, it was falling all over the place. This figure is so horribly designed in the legs because of the way the dress is like scrunching the legs of the figure together so you can't even bring her legs out. It's awful. It is terrible. And it's a travesty because that head sculpt is fantastic. And the supporting figure in this set is way better than this one. And you know, this set together is like $70. And when you factor in that this figure kind of sucks ass and this one is pretty damn good, it's really hard for me to give this thing a solid recommendation because, you know, that's $30 in the pack. That is just not good at all. This figure is so poorly designed. The NECA engineers, I don't really like to rip on NECA all that much because they do a fantastic job almost every time, but the engineers did not engineer this very well at all. She should have had stronger, the legs, the feet, she should have had like stronger joints in the ankles or something like that, or the backs of the heels of the high heels needed to be a stronger plastic that didn't warp, because as it stands right now, she just cannot stand. Even with a stand, she still basically cannot stand. And, you know, that's completely forgetting the fact that mine broke right out of the packaging, and who knows, that could absolutely happen with yours too. They are very thin joints, so I'll say be careful. By the way, all I did when I took it out of the pack is just bend it. That's all I did. I bent the joint at the elbow and it snapped. So, yes, this female figure drags this pack down so much for me. That being said, the accessories I love. I love both of the pamphlets. They're awesome, and I love the TV. So awesome. So, overall, I'm going to say that aside from the female figure, this set's awesome. It's awesome. It's 100% worth it. However, when you factor in that you pay $70 for this set to get the female figure and the male figure, and the female figure is this flawed, I simply cannot give this a super high recommendation. So for that reason, I'm going to go ahead and give this set. First off, let me rank each of the figures individually. So for me, the male figure is a 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. It's a solid retrocloth figure. No worse or better than any other retrocloth figure. It's very well done. I like it a lot. The female figure is a 5 out of 10. It is not good at all. I would give it a lower, but honestly, man, I don't even know. I don't really feel comfortable giving NECA figures that low because they still did a fantastic job on the head sculpt and the hands look great. And, you know, overall, they did try with this figure. It's not that they didn't try. They did a good job on the sculpt, but the legs are so flawed, and the way the legs are designed and the dress and the fact that she's trying to fall over when she's on a stand should definitely, you know, clear up why I'm saying that this figure is only a 5 out of 10. And I am sticking with that 5 out of 10. This figure's a 5 out of 10 for me. And the accessories are awesome. So for that reason, once again, 8 out of 10, 5 out of 10, accessories are awesome. So for that reason, the set as a whole, I'm going to give a 7.5 out of 10. You know what? I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. 6.5 out of 10. Good God. 6.5 out of 10. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. This is a $70 set. And this is pretty much the only, I mean, this and the accessories are the only thing that I really love about the set. The female figure is incredibly flawed. So yeah, this probably will not be a very well received review on my channel, but I do not just make reviews to suck off NECA to the end. I definitely give you guys my honest opinion nowadays. When I say I love a figure, like when I said I love the Sam so much and the Crooked Man, I meant it, guys. I loved those figures. This set, I'm giving you my honest opinion. I absolutely love They Live. This is an honest opinion on this set. I do not think this set is very good because of the female figure. The male figure's great and the accessories are awesome, but the female figure is just really, 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 really flawed. So for that reason, sticking with that 6.5 out of 10. Please let me know in the comments, guys, what is your opinion on this set? This is one set I really want to know other people's opinion on. Leave them in the comments. I know this video is going to get a ton of hate because it's so because every time I make a negative review on a NECA figure, it always just gets an astronomical amount of hate. But I am not just going to sit here and tell you that I think this set is the best thing since sliced bread if I don't think it is, and I really, really don't. So for that reason, I'm sticking with that 6.5 out of 10. And I think I can finally end this review. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more NECA content. Remember to obey, buy, consume, and all that good stuff. And this is DK Guillotine signing out.